It will keep killing people here. Oh. I'm talking, I folded my trousers so I could pass the kind of water that was here yesterday. Because I have to go to work.
Asking them to put food on our table, but do things that will make us to get to what can bring food to our table. That's the best.
Residents of Dogongada area of Lokogoma district in Abuja were forced to remain indoors following the heavy downpour in the early hours of Wednesday. Flash floods cut off the area, making it difficult for motorists and pedestrians to pass through.
It affected me yesterday because I was supposed to go to work yesterday by 8, but I ended up going around 11 or 12 thereabout, and that is what we have experienced, especially this rainy season.
Like there was no road here yesterday. I would say that it was really terrible. People that is living towards there could not even go to work because of the kind of erosion that was here.
On Wednesday morning, those going to work could only stand and watch as the flood raged downstream. When the waters receded hours later, some managed to go to work, but their experience was not a good one.
Previous years back, it's very terrible. Yesterday, during the rain, there was a man that was stuck there with a car. He just escaped because of that sand that they heaped in that place. The flood will have taken it today. Now will have another different thing that we had. So we are begging on the government, if there is any remedy if there is any solution they can bring on this road for us to pass here. If you know, sometimes when rain fell like this, nobody will pass here because of the road is very bad. Not just the road, but the water and the flow. When it rains small, you see how this place is covered by rain.
On Wednesday, this man narrowly escaped being swept away by the flash flood. He was later rescued by some officials of the FCT Emergency Management Agency. Flash floods in Dogongada and other areas around here has become something of a yearly ritual. Lives are either lost every year or property destroyed when they happen.
Not even started very well. That yesterday. See the way he dig that place, and you can see that side there. It was not there like that, like 2 weeks ago, and the thing has been digging. And once water reach from that side to up there, no one can get access. If you try it, you're on your own.
FCT FEMA has continued to blame flooding in the FCT on failure to heed to early warnings, indiscriminate construction on waterways, infractions, obstructions, and urbanization. But the question begging for an answer is this: what is the government doing to mitigate losses of lives and property in these areas?
There is the issue of infrastructure, and we have already invited the Department of Engineering Services as well as FCDA, and they are looking at it critically. What they would do within their professional jurisdiction, I think, is what is going to be done on temporary basis before the rain years. So we will definitely, that is definitely going to be a solution to it, because since the rain has encroached now, water has encroached into the entire road network. So therefore, there could be an emergency access that will allow them to go. But then we need to also address the diversion that was made, because it was because of the infrastructural destruction around that make up the emergency access they are using right now. So once that is cleared, then the water will now have its own way and then will not tamper with the infrastructure.
In an exclusive interview with Rootstv, the Director General FEMA, Abbas Idris, stated that FCT residents have refused to adhere to early warnings, like driving in rainwater. He also stated that
we are trying to educate the public. There are some people who doesn't really take such early warning seriously. But it is our responsibility as an agency and as a government to ensure that we continue to reach out to the public in the language they can understand. When we say just wait for 5 to 10 minutes before the water leaves and then you take your way, I think it is something that worth doing. And we also said you cross-check before leaving home to ensure that your home is safe, or from leaving your office to ensure that your way is safe before you start going. So we need to do that.
While noting that the onset of the rains in the FCT will commence on the 14th of May, he said,
So by the time the rain started fully, and because of infractions, because of obstructions, and because of cutting corners by some residents, that is why we're having this type of flood. And I'm assuring you that relevant agencies are working assiduously to ensure that all obstructions are removed.
He also has these words of advice.
On the waterways is the normal call. They should avoid blocking the water channels. They should avoid raising even retention walls to some extent, because before you raise a retention wall, there must be an infraction. So try as much as possible to allow the 25 meters gap between your house and the river channel or wherever the water is running, so that you follow the master plan of the FCT